Hello everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's MTPredictor video, I'd like to look at how the setups have been unfolding on the NQ this morning in the UK London time, particularly focusing on our new PB or pullback trade setup. But as usual, we start with our risk disclaimer and remind you that all examples in these videos should be considered as hypothetical. No trades are actually taken, they're just shown for illustration and training purposes only. Remind you there's a risk of loss in trading and investing. Put another way, all professional traders know and understand, but more important, accept that there will be losses no matter what trading system you take. There always will be losing trades. Right, let's have a look at the chart. You can see here it's a good day for MTPredictor here. Started off very nicely with a VS sell here. Then we had two nice pullback trade setups here. So what is a RPB or pullback trade setup? Well, it's where the market has an established prior trend. You can see here the market was in a downtrend here. The market then made a correction, i.e. a pullback against the established trend. That gave us our trade setup. The market then resumed the downtrend. Same unfolded here. The market was in a prior downtrend. The market made a corrective swing up. We had our PB or pullback trade setup to then get you in the direction of the large degree trend as the trend continued. So that's the idea about the PB or pullback trade setup. As with all trade setups, it's best if we couch these in the direction of the large degree trend. So for this you use a trend of between 3 and 5 time frames higher. So if you're trading a daily chart, it would be the weekly. If you're say trading Forex on say an hourly chart, it would be the 4-hourly chart. But this is a 3-minute chart of the NQ, so it would go out to the 15-minute chart. If we look at this, you can see the market rallied up. It rallied up to a high here, which actually reverses the pivot from the prior swing. So here's the prior swing into the low. If we take the DP off that level, remember this would have been on the chart in advance. This is the beauty of our DP levels. They're leading indicators. They're on the chart there before the market even gets there. So that gave us resistance. The large degree trend was down. If we place a DP off this prior pivot low, we can see that the market is actually coming into support at the moment. But the idea being is that all throughout this area here, the market is then going down. It's going down towards our DP support. There was also a TS1 sell here that actually also gave the large degree trend is down. So that was working out as the market went down into that level. A nice trade there on the 15-minute chart. But can you see how throughout the whole of this decline down here, the large degree trend was down into what was perceived as a 15-minute support. If we go back to the 3-minute chart, we can see there's our 15-minute DP on the chart there. So the large degree trend was down. So that's why we look to consider the short trades rather than the buy setups, because the large degree trend was down. So this first trade setup, I'm just going to take that off there. So we clear the chart up a bit. So our first trade of the day here would have been very nice indeed. That was a VS or volume spike sell. You can see this is where the market made a big move up above a prior swing high. In fact, actually it was above a couple of swing highs there. Then failed to follow through and reversed. So this was on high volume here. There's our high volume spike. Came through here. It then failed to follow through and was looking to reverse. So this was our first trade setup of the day. If we place the analysis on, remember we use position sizing to keep our initial risk small and under control. In this case, using 2% of a sample $20,000 account. That would mean going short 5 contracts. The market went down to this level here, where profit of approximately 5 times the initial risk was available. So that was a good trade to start with. The market then gave us another setup here. You can see we had a small history triangle. This is why I said at the start it's important to understand that losses can and will and do unfold. No matter what trading approach you take, there will all be losing trades. And at MTPredictor we show the losing trades by our history triangles here. So you're allowed to go over the red sell bar, place the analysis on so you can see what the setup would have been like at the time. I mean, there's no point hiding these, is there? Because when you're trading for real, there will always be losing trades. That's why we show them what would have happened on the chart at the time. So you'd have been taken in short here and you'd have been stopped out. Again, position sizing keeps calculates the number of contracts, but the important thing is this would have been a -1R loss or 1 risk unit loss. Now this was smaller than our previous profit at 5R. The market then came up and did our PB sell setup. Again, this is our pullback trade setup. So if we place the analysis here, you can see again position sizing takes care of the number of contracts. The market went down to our first target where a profit of 5R was available. Again, can you see how we're looking to have trades where the profits are large, not just in dollars, but in relation to the losses? This is the whole idea, is that there are losing trades. This happens with any trading system, but the losses are kept small and hopefully over time the profits are large. We have another PB sell setup here. The market went down and this was quite frustrating. Shows you that sometimes markets can be frustrating in that there was our profit target at 32.75. The market actually only went to 33. So it was one tick or quarter of a point off that target. Really very frustrating. When that happens, particularly if you're sitting on, in this case, that would have been almost 9R, just over 9 times initial risk, 9R profit, then you just look to come out quickly. In particular, if we look at the MNQ, here's the MNQ, exactly the same kind of setup. So this is the micro. There's our VS cell, there's our PB1 there. And here's our latest PB cell setup here. So if we place the analysis on here, can you see how on the MNQ, it did actually tag the low there quite nicely. So if you're trading the micros, or the minis I mean, sorry, the micros, then it would have been a at the profit target, and it would have been a nice 5R profit. Sorry about that. The computer's just telling me to restart for something. So if you were following the micros, then it would have been a nice 5R profit on the MNQ. So if you had those and you did actually were still looking at the normal NQ, then you'd have seen that it was time to come out quickly. In that case, you might have, as the market moving very quickly, you might have come out here for 6 or 7R profit. But either way, that would have been a nice trade. So all in all, quite a good day for MTPredictor, and the reason for this video is a couple of reasons. First of all, to show you that there are losing trades. The important thing is keeping those losses small. To show you how we actually look to take trades in the direction of the large degree trend. Remember here, off that high time frame DP, the market is looking to go down. It's looking to go down into our DP here. So during this swing down, the large degree trend is down. That allows you to then consider short trades rather than long trades. You don't want to be looking for these buy setups. And throughout the day, there was a lovely VS sell to start off, which gives you good profit, and then our PB pullback trade setups. Remember, the idea of a PB or pullback trade setup is where the market makes a prior trend. We're then looking to catch the correction or the pullback against the larger degree trend to then get in to then take advantage as the prior strong trend continues. And as you can see here, it caught that pullback nicely there and very nicely there indeed. So a good day for MTPredictor this morning with a couple of examples of our new PB or pullback trade setup.